Whoever you are, you have literally crossed the threshold. What is the threshold? The threshold of fear, the threshold of doubt, the threshold of confusion, the threshold of just drama, baby. You have literally crossed over that. What is a threshold? The magnitude or intensity that must be exceeded for a certain reaction, phenomenon, result, or condition to occur or be manifested. Let me read that again. What is a threshold? The magnitude or intensity that must be exceeded for a certain reaction, phenomenon, result, or condition to occur or be manifested. Y'all listen, we already just getting started, and the people that don't want you to move forward, they upset about it. But you don't have the time or the day to keep acknowledging these individuals, keep going around in circles with different things. We talking about you on today. We're going to focus on you on today and talk about how you have literally overcome that. You have overcame that, and you're now stepping into a new beginning. Your new beginning, baby, is going to look so peaceful. Your new beginning, baby, is going to be so happy. Your new beginning is going to be full of just genuine people in your life because you went through the fire, because you were pressed, baby. Whoever you are, the Most High pressed you, squeezed you until you couldn't be squeezed anymore. And you thought that pressure was going to take you out, baby. No, all it did was brought that diamond to the surface. All it did was showed you, baby, you can do it with or without the people. All it did was showed you just how strong you are. How can you know if you're strong if you never be tested, baby? How can you know if you can just keep moving forward, keep doing what you got to do if God never allowed attacks to come against you? I want to tell you right now, though, you have crossed the threshold and you can play now. You have crossed the threshold and you can rest now. You have crossed the threshold. You can now step into a new relationship because you may have been holding off like, I'm going to wait. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But God is saying, don't wait no more. Get off the sideline. Get back in the game. You have crossed the threshold. You're no longer in war. You're no longer being attacked. You're no longer in warfare. You're no longer being pushed back. Listen, this season right here, God is allowing you to pop out, baby. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome to the Walk Heavy channel. Over here is all gas, no brakes. We're putting our foot on the enemy's neck and we're not letting up. Those of you that are returning, y'all already know I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Thank y'all for just continuing to trust the anointing that God has placed on me. Y'all listen, the Most High give me the words and I write on these index cards, but y'all, I have to push past what I fear. I have to push past what I doubt. And so I'm including these empath cards, these cosmic energy cards, y'all, to tap more into your energy. Y'all, all of these cards are centered around the fruit. It's talking about happiness. It's talking about divinity. It's talking about peace. It's talking about intuition, all of that. So yes, y'all, we're going to go in with that. And I just want to say welcome, y'all. Those of you who I am talking to, you doing something probably the same way. You're pushing past what the norm is. You're pushing past what people have spoken over your life. You're pushing past the opinions. You're pushing past that. And you got to know you've done it. Whoever I'm speaking to, you have done it. You no longer have to keep pushing. God is saying, but why are you pushing? Rest. I've given you that what you need. Now you can rest. And when you rest, it don't mean you go to bed, baby. No, it means you just rest in the Most High, knowing that you have given your all to whatever this thing is. And now you can move forward and ease up a little bit. Rest, baby. Pop out. Whoever I'm speaking to, it's time for you to pop out. Listen, when you go past that threshold, when you actually stand up and stand out, when you start stepping into your new beginning, just pop out on them. Don't talk about it. Don't act like this and that. Whatever it is, just pop out on them, baby. Let them see you. People don't know what they know, or they don't know nothing about you until they see you. Some people don't want to listen. Let's talk about it. Because when you pop out, you might expect some people to get on the bandwagon or some people to support you, and they won't. Don't expect nobody to support you in this season. Just do what you do, how you do it, and be grateful when you do it. Do it and be bold when you do it. Do it and, baby, be courageous when you do it. You need to just pop out on them. You need to just pop out. Whoever I'm talking to, baby, when you do pop out, it's going to bring you so much joy. It's going to bring you so much joy. Because let me tell you why. You and the Most High been sitting and preparing this table, baby. You and the Most High have been preparing this table. I told you, you probably been behind the scenes. You've been doing all this work behind the scenes. Maybe nobody have seen it in the forefront, but you know what you've been doing behind the scenes. And you feel like you're constantly in this war, but you're not. Whoever I'm speaking to, you're not in a war. If the war of anything, it's a war within yourself. It's a war within your mentality. It's a war within what you know you should be doing, but it may be uncomfortable for you. And God is saying, but I'd already prepared this table for you. This is where I want you to sit down and eat. I've reserved this spot for you. I've reserved this position for you. I've reserved this connection for you. All you have to do is sit down and eat, baby. This is a season where God is going to shine his light on you. In whatever area that you're working on, God is going to highlight that thing and shine it. We got to stop thinking that we have to be in front of everybody and we got to pop out in that way and let them see us and all of that. No, baby, you can pop out. Just do you and be you. That's all you have to do. And God is going to shine a light on you. Listen, I told you happiness is going to be your portion, baby. When you sit down at that table, happiness is your portion. When it's time to eat, baby, you're going to be eating up joy. You're going to be eating up all the crumbs that they left for you, baby. You're going to be eating real good. Happiness comes from a fulfilled heart and harmonious relationships. Happiness comes from a fulfilled heart and a harmonious relationship. I told you, you and the Most High been doing this thing, baby. If you ain't had nobody else around you, you got your God, as they say. You got something that's above you, that's above the law, that's above this spiritual, natural realm, or whatever you want to call it. You have help, and God has been preparing this table for you. That's been your connection. That has been your fulfillment. That is when you and the Most High has come together, baby, and made this thing, made something out of nothing. Something out of nothing. Y'all, let me show you this card. And I'm going to read it again. Happiness comes from a fulfilled heart and harmonious relationships. See, you've been in a season 2 where you may have been feeling like you were sinking, baby. Because this picture right here, these people, they're sitting on the water. It looked divine. It looked good, but there's water still surrounding them. There's water still surrounding them. So even though you feel like you're not crossed over in this threshold, and that just reminds me yesterday, y'all, I'm going to come back to that. But that reminds me yesterday of how when I was just going through walking. I know that's a distraction right there. That's my mama calling. But if something wrong, she'll call me back. Anyway, that's the devil, y'all. That is mostly, if my mama called back, then I'm going to answer. But I was walking yesterday and God gave me like a vision of like a target. You know how you have a map and you have this red pen in the map? That's where you are. But around that target, it was sharks. That's how he showed it to me. Around that target, it was sharks. So even though you're on that target, or even though you're on that path, even though you stepping out and being whatever this thing is you want to do, you want to be, it's always going to be sharks around there, baby. It's always going to be sharks. It's always going to be people pushing against you. It's always going to be something going on. But it no matter what, this season right here, your portion is happiness. I told you God is preparing that table for you because you've crossed over that threshold. You allowed him to squeeze you until you couldn't be squeezed no more. And now you're at a certain position, a condition, or whatever it is. But whatever you about to do is manifesting, baby. And it's going to manifest quick. It's going to manifest quick. The moment you step out there and believe it, the moment you step out there and just pop out, baby, put on your new fit, put on your new attitude, put on your new whatever, baby, and just pop out on people. That's all you got to do. Do you, be you. I want to read this definition again. The magnitude or intensity that must be exceeded for a certain reaction. You had to go you had to go through that. Whatever you went through, you had to go through it. You had to go through it, and it had to be intense. God had to do it the way that he did it so that when you stand up this time, baby, you won't fold. If God can press you like that, then what else can man do? When God squeezed you, baby, I'm talking about when he really squeezed you, squeeze the poop out of you, squeeze the air out of you, squeeze the joy out of you. We be thinking it's the devil sometimes, but God will put us in a position too where we got to figure it out. Because he wants you to get in a position where you can realize, listen, baby, I got this. Even if y'all don't support me, I got this. And you've been doing it. You have been doing it. Whoever I'm speaking to, you've been doing it, baby. You're crossing over that threshold, or you have. All you got to do is step over it now. Just think about it, just a little wood panel on the floor. And all you have to do is step over that thing for your life to completely change. Don't it sound so simple? It sounds simple because you've already done the work. It's not a simple thing. You have done the work, baby. So therefore, the threshold you've passed, you can pop out now. You can pop out now because happiness, baby, is going to be in prosperity. Whoever I'm speaking to is prosperity going to be your portion. When you do step out into this thing, when you do trust God, when you do let go of whatever, I'm telling you right now, prosperity is your portion. And whoever I'm speaking to, you've done it. This is about you. You might be grappling with something, you might be struggling with something, but you're doing it every single day. No matter how big, how small it is, you're doing it. Prosperity is your portion, baby. Prosperity comes from hard work and a love for life. Prosperity comes from hard work and a love for life. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. Whatever this, you may have been circled around people, just people and things that did not serve you. And it felt like a continuous cycle, a continuous pushback, continuously being in lack, continuously having to fight against people in their insecurities. Whatever this thing is, it felt like a loophole. You may have felt like you were going down right with that. It looks like, to me, like a tornado. That's what God has given me. Like a tornado. And here you are in the center of it. And it may have swooped you up in one season. Let's talk about it, y'all. We're going to be real and raw. It may have swooped you up in one season. And you looking around trying to figure out where you at. You like, Dorothy, can I get back home? You clapping your feet together, baby, your red shoes, and you want to go back home. Where is home? To your foundation, to your roots, to who God has called you to be. To out of all this foolishness that people have put over your life. I'm telling you right now, you have crossed that threshold and you can play now. Whatever your play look like. Prosperity is your portion, though. You are meant to be a prosperous person. You are meant to live a life of comfortability. You are meant to live a life of happiness. You are meant to live a life of peace. And whatever this thing is that you're grappling with, whatever this thing is that you're going back and forth with, or if you feel like you still at war, you're not. You're not. This war now is with you. Whoever I'm speaking to, this war now is with you. Yes, we talk about the people on the outside because sometimes those demons do affect how we think, how we show up, how we speak. That's the absolute truth. But y'all, this season right here, I'm done with it. I am. I'm done talking with the people from my past. I'm done talking about the devil that much. We're going to still expose them. But this right here needs to be about you. What do you want? How are you going to move through 2025? What do you want your future to look like? How do you want to show up in this season? It's about you. I'm so done with the past, baby. They've had it. They've done it. Clap for them and send them on their way. We putting a rope there now. They can no longer enter back in. That is over. That's over for you. You don't have to think about it no more. You don't have to go through that no more. The cycles are over, baby. You've crossed over now. You can play. You can rest. You can know that the Most High got you because prosperity is your portion. That's for you. That's the word. God says, I have plans for you for you to prosper. So if he told you that, then that is for you. That's for you. Sometimes we take the Bible, y'all, and I love to reference the Bible, but I'm going to be straight up, y'all. I'm bringing that to life. Like, even if I don't open my word every day, I'm going to live it. And that don't mean I'm perfect. No, that just means I've been through the fire. I'm a sinner just like the rest of y'all. I do things that I know I probably shouldn't do, but God picked me up and wiped me off every single time. And those of you who think that you're perfect, you're a liar. I just got to say it straight up. It's not, nobody's perfect. No one is perfect. We can strive to be perfect, but we're never going to be like God. So that box that people try to put you in and tell you that you need to do this and do that and put that perfection stamp on you, no sir, no ma'am. Live your life, pop out, do what God is telling you to do, and he's going to bless you because you've already done the work. You've already done the work. Again, even if you can't open your Bible every day, baby, this thing is a relationship, not a religion. It's a relationship. And I told you and the Most High, y'all been doing something behind the scenes. If people have not seen it yet, they're going to see it the moment you pop out because you've been doing the work behind the scenes. God been squeezing you, breaking you down, telling you what it is, what it ain't. And you've listened. Some of you may have had to pull it back some, sit down a little bit, save a little bit. Stop talking to everybody here and there. Stop picking up your phone. I told you I just had to decline my mama. If something was wrong, she would call me back. But she probably just want to talk. And it's an innocent thing. Probably from her end. But when the devil is in the mix, y'all, it's not really innocent. When you know you're supposed to be focused on something, you know you're supposed to be moving forward, you know God is calling you to do something, the enemy will come in such a subtle way to knock you off your course, to make you doubt yourself, to make you fearful, to make you hate this person and this thing and that thing. The very place where God has placed you, those are the things that people want to take you out of. So they'll create these illusions around you, create chaos around you, create all this hate around you to try to run you off from the very thing that God is telling you to do. It may be uncomfortable for you, but your blessing is right there. I told you it was that target on the map. Yes, the sharks was around, but that red dot was still lit up. And I'm walking, I'm like, why are you showing me this? That red dot was right there in the center. You right where you need to be. Don't let nobody run you off from your position. Don't let nobody run you off from your house. Don't let nobody run you off from your job. Don't let nobody run you off from your connections. Whatever it is you're doing, don't let nobody run you off from that. You have crossed the thresholds. Those days are over, baby. Whoever I'm speaking to, the division has turned into multiplication, baby. People don't want me to talk today. I don't even stutter. I don't stutter. I don't have no problem with doing what I'm supposed to do, but I know what it is. I'm stepping now into my rightful position, and people don't want me to. The devil do not want me to. So his minions are constantly on my back, constantly trying to weigh me down, constantly trying to confuse me. God told me yesterday, somebody, whoever it is, got a whole voodoo doll just sticking pins in my head every single day, wanting people to be confused. And I know that sounds like woo-woo, as somebody else say that woo-woo, whatever they be saying, like it's just not real. It's real. When you are called to something, people will go to the extreme to stop you. And God has literally, I'm telling you, behind the scenes, whatever you've been going through, God has allowed this thing. It has been intense. But now that you've crossed over that, now that the pins ain't working no more, now that the confusion has been wiped away, baby, it's time for you to pop out. When you do, happiness, prosperity going to be your portion, because the division has turned into multiplication. I told you it's time to play now. Y'all know in when you in elementary school, there's a certain point where you go from this addition and all of that to multiplication. When I was in the 4th grade, that was my spot. That was my struggle spot, because it was time for us to go from this adding to multiplication. And I had a hard time with that. But I could no longer walk in that youthful kind of mentality, because that was another realm. That was another level, grade level. I was in the 4th grade, and they would give us pizza for, having pizza parties for people who passed their test. There was sometimes I didn't pass it. And that was the pressure that was being put on me. Oh my goodness. See what I'm saying? Spirit gonna make it plain now. That was the pressure that was being put on me at that time, because everybody was getting these pizza parties. People were getting their little coupons to go to get their pizzas, all this stuff. So I had to sit down somewhere and actually learn how to do multiplication. When God pull you back like that, it looks like he's subtracting. It looks like division. But I'm telling you right now, baby, some things are being multiplied in your life. It's time to play. That's why he brought up that division and multiplication, because that reminds me of when I was in school. It's time for you to play now. You have crossed over that. God is showing you, I'm ready to multiply, baby. What's up? What's up? I got you if you ready. I got you if you ready. All you got to do is step over that threshold, baby. And boom, there's the multiplication, transformation. The moment you do it, transformation. Transformation is the soul's evolution. Your soul been waiting on this thing. Your soul been crying out for this thing. Whatever it is, y'all, we got to stop thinking that it's just one specific thing. Whatever it is, because you could simply just want to be released from somebody. That could be your hold up right there. Knowing that you need to walk away from this people, this person, whatever it is, that could be your hold up. And God is saying, I just need for you to step over this threshold, because I'm telling you, the moment that you do, I'm going to add to you. It's not going to be a subtraction, because you may feel like if I do this thing, it's going to take away from me. People going to stop listening to me. People going to stop thinking I'm this or that. I'm going to have to start all over with my bank account, with my home, where I live, all this kind of stuff. That's the work of the devil playing in your mind, wanting to keep you in a position that's no longer serving you. And God is saying the war is done now. Whoever I'm speaking to, y'all, I feel so strong that the war is no longer on the outside. I keep talking about these people, but it's within now. We're going within now. The division turned into multiplication the moment you step over into this thing, transformation, because your soul has been crying out for it. And we got to realize that when we cannot stop thinking about something, when it's constantly on our minds, whether it's an event, whether it's something that you want to do, whether it's your people, your loved ones, whatever it is, when it's constantly on our mind, we need to act. Sometimes our blessings, y'all, is it based on the timing. We need to act. When we feel it, we need to do it. Because you know better. So now that you know better, you can do better. You can trust yourself just a little bit more. Whoever I'm speaking to, trust your intuition just a little bit more. Trust yourself. God has allowed you to go through that pressing so that you can trust yourself. I told you, it's been a you and God thing. People don't realize that. They see you and they don't realize that it's been a you and God thing, baby. So when you pop out this next time, there's no pulling back, baby. It's going to be all gas, no brakes, because you're not going to have a chance to pull back. God has already held up this thing, whatever it is, to try to give you grace, to get yourself together, to get comfortable, to know that some people might not agree with what you're doing. Some people might not want to see you move forward. Some people might not want your blessings to come forward, but they don't have a choice. And now I feel like it's kind of like God saying, you don't either. I'm waiting on you. I need you. I want you to be better. I want you to have more. I want you to move forward. There's a better life for you. All you got to do is pop out. All you got to do is trust me. All you got to do is step over this threshold. Because it's time to play, baby. It's time to get your foot in the game and play. It is. Transformation is for you. Transformation is on the way. If you're not already there, you feel like you're not. Transformation is on the way, sweetheart. You may feel like your tree branch or your whatever it is baby, limp. I don't know why I'm getting that, but you may feel like whatever you're standing on doesn't have a real foundation. You out here, you like, God, you telling me to move, you telling me to pop out, you telling me to do these things, and I know you here. I know we've been doing this, but what I don't see is a solid foundation. What I don't see is my next move. What I don't see is how you going to make this thing work. But I'm telling you, the division is turning into multiplication. He took that bread and gave them people. He fed them all. Bread and fish. What was it? I don't know, y'all. Listen, I got time of the day to try to quote everything. I want to get straight to the point. And the point is you're crossing over, or you have. And now you need to own it. Step out of what was, that old mentality, that old way of showing up, that old way of being, that fear that was on your back. Let it go. Let it go. Because I'm telling you, happiness, prosperity, transformation, y'all, these are the cards that are out here. I'm only reading what the Most High is giving me. Again, whoever you are, it's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new you, baby. You're stepping into this ego status. You're stepping into ego status. See, for a long time, God will put us, or maybe it may not have been a long time for some of us, because listen, y'all, we run our own race. We ain't running against nobody. It's a me versus me. It's a you versus you. We are not running a race against anyone else. It was just 22:44 on the clock. So you're stepping now into this ego status. There's a time where God will put us in that nest and he'll allow us to sit there for a little while as he nurture us, as he teach us, as he press us, as he move away all the people that no longer serve us. He'll put us in that nest and let us sit there for a little while. But then there comes a season where God has to push you out of that. Push you out of that comfort zone. Push you out of that marriage. Push you out of that job. Push you out of that town. Push you out of whatever it is that's been keeping you comfortable. You cannot be comfortable and think that you're going to exceed, or you cannot be comfortable and think you're going to live this life, that style, or heal, or whatever it is, y'all. We have to be courageous when we do it. We have to be bold. So when God push you up out that nest, baby, all you got to do is spread your wings, because they already been developed. He's already been nurturing you, getting you ready, getting you prepared for whatever this thing is. What is courage? Courage lies within you. You have the power to overcome anything. Courage lies within you. You have the power to overcome anything. God has been giving you little nuggets here and there, letting you know you got the juice. Giving you little nuggets here and there, showing you that when you fall, how to get back up. Showing you that when you make that left turn, and if it ain't right, he show you how to get right back on track. You've been doing this time after time after time after time. And God is saying these cycles are over. But even if you do make that mistake, I'm right there. I got you. I got you. So you can do this thing with courage, because whatever it is, something has had their claws in your back, their claws over your mouth, their claws over your eyes, their claws in your head, trying to keep you from moving forward. Just imagine stepping through a door and somebody got you by the collar, pulling you back. You know you're supposed to be moving forward, but yet they got you by the collar, pulling you back. That's over. That's over, baby. The moment you get that courage about you, can't nothing stop you. Can't nothing stop you. You are stepping over this threshold, and it's time to play. It's time to go off. It's time for you to step out there and be courageous. Whoever you are, baby, you got big wings. You got big dreams. There's a big light over you. There's a big anointing over you. There's favor over you. So you don't have to be fearful about how you're going to pay your bills, fearful about what your children going to say, fearful about what people, your mama, sister, brother, cousin, whoever it is, they're going to say something. Somebody always going to have something to say about you. So just get comfortable with that. Somebody needs to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Somebody needs to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because whatever this thing is going to make you uncomfortable, not only in the fact that it may be something new for you, but sometimes, y'all, when we receive prosperity and all this, accolades and recognition, and people start actually looking at you, maybe you done lost weight, and they start acknowledging you, saying you look pretty, you this and that, we get uncomfortable. We want to shy away because for so long, people have pressed us. The enemy has pressed us and kept us in this season and moment of solitude, walking around feeling like you got to put your head down or don't want to, just be bothered and all of this. Listen, God is saying, but I want you to be seen. You are meant to be seen. Whoever you are, you're meant to be seen. Because sometimes, y'all, we go out, we want to be left alone. And I get it. Because sometimes when you go out and you chosen, you done that work, you don't realize just how much your aura is radiating. So when you go out, people constantly want to talk to you. They all in your business. They all around you and you trying to go on about your day. And God is saying, but just slow down a minute. I want you to be seen. I want you to have these conversations. I want you to connect with other individuals. I want you to do that. Y'all, I told you, look at this happiness. It's talking about connections on here, relationships on here too. Because you've done the inner work, you're now connected to yourself. You can connect to other people. And you know how to sit down somewhere and actually probably be in a position that maybe is not familiar with you. Not only that, but sometimes, y'all, when we start doing that inner work, God will take us back to environments or different situations or whatever it is, just to let our light shine. So now that you've done the inner work, you can possibly go back to that environment. You can go back to that person. You can go back to whatever. And I'm not telling you to do that. Trust your own intuition with that. But if God has led you to do something like that, when you go back to that place, because you may not even have that actual position. You may just be called to go back to an event, called to go back to just go visit somebody, whatever it is. When you go back there, baby, you will not be the same. The things that used to bother you, the things that was getting under your skin, the things that people was doing, whatever it was, it will not bother you. Because of the transformation that you've done within yourself, you can now connect with these individuals in a whole new way. That's why when people start talking about, oh, they saved and they going this place and they doing this and they doing that, everybody just need to mind their business. Because when God has called you to a specific place and whatever it is, He's going to take you wherever He want to take you. And He's anointed you to get there and to sit there. No matter what the environment looks like. Jesus was with the sinners. He had bread. He fed. He ate whatever with the sinners. He wanted to be with the sinners, as a matter of fact. He wanted to. And that's me. Y'all, that word sinner, yes, it's a word, but just like the religion people get mad about talking about your third eye and this, that word sinner is starting to be something for me. I don't know what it is. Because people have stamped that on you and just put you in this box and write you off. When we're all sinners, we were born into sin. So that's a part of our quote unquote nature. That's why we're constantly trying to cleanse ourselves. If it was something that just came to us just to give, baby, we wouldn't be having to work so hard to come up out of it. So everybody is a sinner. You a sinner too. Whoever, if you think you so religious and high and mighty, you're a sinner. Some of the smallest things is a sin to God. So stop. If that's you, listen, sweetheart. If you going this far in this video and you feel like you got to live your life a certain way in order for God to bless you, that's not true. It's not. And I'm not telling you to go out and live a reckless life, but listen, come up out of that box. Pop out of that box that people have put on you. This box, whatever, I just seen it, it's flipped over. It's upside down. You underneath that. That's like catching some kind of bug in my mind. You underneath this box. That's how the box look. They don't even have a lid for the box. Just got you underneath there. Roaming around. Trying to figure it out. And God is saying, you have crossed over this threshold, baby. You are no longer in bondage to people. That's it. It's time for you to play. It's time for you to put your feet on the gas and take off. It's time for you to truly know you deserve better. Baby, listen, the gag is you didn't need all these individuals for you to move forward. The gag is what happened to you with this person and that person really just gave you the ammo that you needed to do what you had to do. That's the gag. We're talking about you playing, y'all. Listen, the gag, the divisions, the pop out. Y'all just think about children. They be hiding in the corner. They'll pop out on you. You don't even know they over there. Somebody gonna be fearful the moment you pop out, baby. They're gonna be afraid because they never thought you would overcome. Never thought you would be the one, the chosen one of the family. Never thought it would be you. Because for so long, people have been trying to keep you down, keep you quiet, keep you guessing, keep you stressing, keep you wrapped up in foolishness. And the gag is God used them to motivate you. Your confidence, baby, is going through the roof right now. If it's not, it's going to be. Because when you step out in this thing, whatever it is, it's going to give you confidence. Sometimes we wait and we think that we waiting to do this or we waiting for that. We waiting to get our ducks in a row. All of this, what it takes is for us to just take that leap, take that jump. In the moment you do it, baby, that's when everything is going to open up for you. It's not us sitting on the bench saying we waiting for the right time. No. Baby, get out there even if you hadn't practiced. Get out there even if you still trying to figure it out. Get out there even if you still feel like God is still working on you behind the scenes. Listen, I tell y'all, and I'm going to tell you again, you can be a student and a teacher at the same time. I can teach somebody some things because I have gone through some things, but I'm also a student in other areas. This right here that I'm doing, I'm a whole student. These cards, y'all, listen, I'm only bringing them up because I want to tap in more with y'all. I'm done talking about all this stuff from my past and all these other things and whatever else has happened to me. I'm done with that. So now I want to tap more into you. Tap more into y'all. Connect more with y'all. Y'all are my connections right now. This is what God has given me to steward over. And so now I got to be bold and courageous about how I do it. And the gag is all that crap that I went through in the past helped me to get to this point right here. Help me to come up out of that box. Help me to move forward. That's the gag. And I know even now as I'm sitting here 10 toes down, baby, speaking to you, the moment that I'm doing it, now that I'm in this box or this position or whatever it is, and I'm moving forward with courage, I feel better already. The weight is off my shoulders already. So no matter the outcome, no matter the result that you get, it's about you just doing the action. Just getting out there, baby. That's going to bring your confidence. Believe in your worth and your abilities. Believe in your worth and your abilities. Some of you may have been standing in the mirror having conversations with yourself. Not good ones. That's what I feel like. Constantly telling yourself different things. Whether it's about how you look, whether it's about what your day is going to be like, whether it's about you going to this job that you really hate. You've been looking in the mirror doing this. And God is saying that's where the war is. That's where the attack is. In your mind. The conversations that you're having with yourself. Let that go now. We've overcome the people and their ignorance. Now it's time to let those inner conversations go. We talk about the enemy. Sometimes it could be the inner me, that voice that's going on inside. That's a battle too, y'all. That's a real battle because sometimes those enemies that's within are the voices on the outside. And we allow it to create our lives. We let their opinions become our realities and we start acting on it. And God is saying, but the gag is I only allowed it so they can push you forward. The gag is they used you, but yet you turned around and God gave you strategy to use them. That's for somebody right there. And I don't even know where that came from. Somebody has literally thinking that they're using you, not realizing that God is using them to push you forward, to advance you, to give you your rightful position. You can smile now. Smile now. There's a light. There's a glow about you. You're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be in a certain position. You're supposed to live a comfortable life. You can smile now. The world is yours, baby. This earth is yours to subdue. This earth is yours to go out. You got options. You got options around here, baby. Everything is yours. Whoever you are, you're not just a normal person. You're not. You've been sent on this earth to do something so special. And it's big. It is big. And the moment you do it, it's going to trickle down to everything around you. It's going to transform everything around you. This thing is not just with you. It's with your environment. It's with your kids. It's with your loved ones. It's with your job. This thing is going to be big. Let's read this threshold again. The magnitude or intensity that must be exceeded for a certain reaction, phenomenon, result, or condition to occur or be manifested. You've done it now. And the reason why you're listening to this video, because God is confirming that you've done it and that you're doing it. We don't get comfortable in what is. We keep pressing, but there needs to be a moment where you can sit down and really realize, baby, I did that. Clap for yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Baby, I did that. Baby, yeah, I did whatever. I did that too. I did that. Have the confidence about yourself. Because I'm telling you, when you do this thing, when you pop out, people are going to talk about you now. They're going to talk about your confidence. They're going to talk about what you're doing. They're going to talk about you. And when they do, tell them, yes, I did that. But did you also see X, Y, Z? Yes. My past was this and this and this, but right now I'm working on this and this and this. Your confidence, baby. Your confidence. This thing is going to bring you so much confidence. Listen, happiness, prosperity, transformation, courage, confidence. That's your portion. God has prepared that table for you. Prepared that table for you. It's time for you to get in collaboration with the Most High. You already been doing it, but I'm talking about on another level. Collaboration with the Most High. Collaboration with yourself. It's time for you to get serious about your goals, no matter your age. Get serious about your goals. Get serious about you healing. Get serious about what you want for you and yours. Get serious about it, baby. Collaboration achieves greater goals. Let me show y'all the picture. This bridge, it's a bridge happening right now. It's a bridge happening from what was to now your present moment. It's a bridge happening. There may have been a gap before. There may have been confusion before. There may have been doubt before. But God is bridging this thing together. No matter the chaos, the uncertainty, the doubt that's surrounding it, God is bridging it together. Bridging it together so that you can step on this thing and you can feel solid about it. You can feel solid. Even if you don't feel like it right now, when you continue to move and walk forward, I'm telling you, God is going to lay every stone that you need. Maybe you can only see this thing so far. You know you got a few dollars to make it to the city, but what you gonna do when you get there? You know you got a few dollars to get up out that marriage, but what you gonna do once you start, searching for your own place? But God is saying, all I need for you to do, I told y'all, is pop out. Step over that threshold, because the moment you do, I'm going to put the stone there for you to step on. I'm going to bridge this thing together, and you're going to be good. God wants you to know you are going to be good, baby. Because whatever happened to you before, you may have tried this, whoever I'm speaking to, because I feel that too. You may have tried it and it didn't work out. But you're not that same person anymore. You've gone through the fire. I'm telling you, you've gone through that. God has really pressed you. This last thing, whatever you've been going through, God has pressed you, baby. And now all you got to do is just walk and walk heavy. Walk heavy. Trust it. Listen, when we talk about walking heavy, the only way you can do that is if your foundation is solid. That's the only way you're going to be able to walk heavy is if your foundation is solid. And God is saying it is. It is. I need to show you that the foundation is solid. The only way I can show you that your foundation is solid is if you pop out, is if you start walking, is if you do it. Just do it. Whoever I'm speaking to, just do it. Because wherever you've been, it's been a season maybe of lack. It's been a season maybe of lack and confusion. And God is wanting to wipe that away. Look at these trees, y'all. These trees are bare. That's not your portion. It's not. You're walking away from that. You're walking away from that bare minimum stuff. You're walking away from those seasons where you just didn't know what to do. That's over. You are now stepping over this threshold and it's time to play, baby. It's time to go off. It's time to do your thing. It's time to do it the way you want to do it, the way God is telling you to do it. Period. And whether they clap for you or not, it don't even matter. It's been a you and God thing, and it will continue to be a you and God thing. You don't need validation from nobody. Nobody. Again, let's go through it. Happiness, prosperity, transformation, courage, confidence, and collaboration, baby. Get connected with yourself. Get connected with the Most High. Get connected with your dreams, with your goals, with your children. If you know you need to go back and get your relationships together with those whom you love, do that. Because we think that's something so simple, but it's not. That might be the very thing you need to bring you that happiness. And when you get that joy, then you can start moving on and building on to other things. Sometimes we have so much that we need to do, we don't know where to start. Tackle the very thing that's been on your back. I told you, something constantly on you, act on it. Do it. Call the person, call the child, go to the position. Even if you feel like you're not qualified, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised because God, if it's in your heart like that, God is giving you the desire to do it, to have it, to be it, to go and contact these people, whatever it is. And sometimes it's based on the timing. We can be outside of God's will because of the timing. Do it. Don't wait anymore. Don't wait no more. That war within yourself, that war with other people, that war with your finances, that war with your heart, all of that, baby, it's over. We got to allow God to now take us in, put us under that wing, because you safe. You good. I promise you, you good. Whoever I'm talking to, you are good. If you're listening to, because 41 minutes in. If you're listening right now, you good. You good. Trust it. Trust it, y'all. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Again, thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, Cash App, super thanks, thumbs up, love, support. Continuing to show up each and every single time that I show up. Please know I appreciate you all so much. Y'all, I want to continue to connect with you all in a different way. I've been doing this for a little while, and God is, if you listen, drying up the well so that I can move too. That has been my story, y'all. And I'm just sharing this with y'all just so we can all just get familiar with one another. That has been my story. When it's time for me to move into another position, it's time for me to move out the city, it's time for me to move out the job position, whatever it is. When it's time, God will dry it up. He'll dry up my desire to go to that place. He will dry up my desire to connect with these individuals. He'll just dry it up altogether. That's my clue to let me know I need to pivot. Somebody need to hear that. If you feel like something's been drying up in your life and you can't figure it out and you keep doing the same thing, you know it worked for you in the past, whatever this thing was. If you showed up a certain way in the relationship, you showed up a certain way on the platform, you did a certain way and it worked for you in the past and now it's drying up, you need to pivot. There's something else you need to either add or subtract. I told you, God, He's multiplying now. He's multiplying whatever this thing is. And you may feel like it's a subtraction, but the moment you remove it or the moment you act on it, you will see that God is going to multiply. Multiply. Because wherever you are, it's dried up. God is no longer there. He's no longer in that home. He's no longer on that job. He's no longer on that position or whatever you've been speaking on, whatever it is. God is saying, now I need you to step up. Step up. That's what I just heard. Step up, baby. Step up. Level up. It's time. And I say it with love because I'm doing it too. Level up. I love y'all so much. And until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.